And on the second half of chapter 9 of Hebrews, part 9, the blood of Christ, and on, starting from verse 11 to the end. When Christ came as high priest of the good things that are already here, he went through the greater and more perfect tabernacle that is not man-made in heaven. That is to say, not part of this creation. Right? It's in heaven. He did not enter by means of the blood of goats and calves, but he entered the most holy place in heaven once and for all, having obtained eternal redemption for us. The blood of goats and bulls and the ashes of a heifer sprinkled on those who are ceremonially unclean humans in the Old Testament sanctified them so that they are only outwardly clean. It doesn't take away the real sin, the conscience. How much more then will the blood of Christ, once and for all, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself, the power of the Holy Spirit does these things, and made himself a man, anyways, unblemished to God, only the body died, cleanse our conscience, the real sin, from acts that lead to death, so that we may serve the living God, a living sacrifice. For this reason, Christ is the mediator of a new covenant, the middleman, that those who are called, right, and may receive the promise, and everyone will have a chance, eternal inheritance. Now that he is, Christ died as a ransom to set them free, all humans eventually, from the sins committed under the first covenant, because it couldn't save you, and even while you're living, all throughout humans. And in the case of a will, it is necessary to prove the death of the one who made it, because a will is in force only when someone has died. It never takes effect while the one who made it is still living. This is why even the first covenant, which is a will, testament, will, covenant, was not put into effect without blood. When Moses had proclaimed every commandment of the law of the Old Testament to all the people, he took the blood of calves together with water, scarlet wool, and branches, and hyssop, and sprinkled the scroll and all of the people. And he said, "This is the blood of the covenant which God has commanded you to keep." In the same way, he sprinkled with the blood both the tabernacle and everything used in the ceremonies. In fact, the law requires that nearly everything be cleansed with blood, and without the shedding of blood, there is no forgiveness. 23, it is necessary then for the copies of the heavenly things, the Old Testament, to be purified with these sacrifices, but the heavenly things themselves with the actual heavenly things with better sacrifices than these. For Christ did not enter a man-made sanctuary, he entered the actual one in heaven. That was only a copy of the true one, the Old Testament. He entered the heavenly one itself, now to appear for us in God's presence. And he offered himself again, and only one time. He's the most right in the holy place. Then Christ would have to suffer many times if it was like the Old Testament since the beginning of time. But now he has appeared once to sacrifice for himself. Once, I'm going quick here. Just as a man is destined to die once, and after that the judgment or judgments on the house of God now, right? So you get the first resurrection, the Christians as you live. He died for the sins of many. He will appear the second time and to bring salvation. Okay, bye.